Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the show with your host, Marlon. We are back at it again. Now, we do have some news to go over and discuss in the land of PlayStation and a little bit of Xbox. So if this is your first time tuning in, please do not hesitate to hit that subscribe button and turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we do have on the channel for you guys and girls. All right, so let's dive right off into it. Hopefully everybody is doing great. Shout outs if you're just coming in. We have been crushing the likes, so let's continue to do so. All right, man. All right, so we got some things that we need to go over and discuss when it comes to PlayStation because So yesterday we did talk about a couple things pertaining to PlayStation, and we got the announcement. Well, the snitch was like, yeah, we're going to be getting a AAA announcement regarding a PlayStation AAA game that is coming to PC. And sure enough, that was Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. So he was accurate on that one. Also, very important to note that, well, apparently there are some more trailers that are on the back end of PlayStation's YouTube's channel. Interesting. You know, I don't know, but at the same time, I kind of do understand what Sony strategically is doing here. It's almost as if like, yeah, we're just gonna go light and we want to see exactly what Microsoft is gonna be doing. Now, it looks to me that Microsoft is going to have a very big show, and I think it's time. I think right now we are 3 years in the generation, and we are expecting huge announcements, you know, from both of these publishers, right? I mean, now is the time to be dropping these cutting edge games that are in development for these systems, PS5 and Series X. And so, I mean, we're not that far off from having a Pro system from both console manufacturers. Now, I beg to differ that we don't need a Pro at this moment, or even any announcement for that, because Sony still got work to do in terms of the PS5, and Microsoft, they have barely scratched the surface, you know, when it comes to the Series X. So it's like at this point, well, Spider-Man 2, it's crazy because Spider-Man 2 is going to be that game that shows us what the PS5 can do. And it's funny because I was looking at some comparison videos myself, like looking at, you know, Spider-Man Remastered, and then I'm looking at Spider-Man 2, and I'm looking at all the changes, and I'm like, wow, you know? So once this game is polished up and ready to go, there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, Insomniac Games, they have been carrying this entire generation for Sony so far. And we need more of Sony first party studios to really show what they got in the bag. So, yeah, I just don't understand at this point. We're still doing the same cat and mouse game since 2020 at this point. I mean, they've both been doing this forever, but it's just more like on the big screen more than ever 3 years later. And yeah, Sony's just sitting on announcements. So we got some massive announcements for PlayStation 5 that we need to go over and discuss, because at this point everybody is very upset, and I understand why a lot of people are upset, because there's games that was supposed to be revealed during the PS5 showcase and they were not there. And so right now we're close, very, very close to the month of June. Tomorrow, we're going to be in a brand new month. And
it's over 9,000.
you know, traditionally speaking, this is like the month of E3, right? That's coming up tomorrow. And Microsoft will be having their showcase this coming month. And so I feel like, yeah, time to really go all out and really show the world what Microsoft really got, right, in terms of the games and everything. And so I don't know. Will Microsoft pull it off? We will see. We got Summer Game Fest, which we're going to be tying into this conversation today here with these announcements, because if what we're hearing from the snitch is true, that there's a lot of trailers, who knows, maybe just Silent Hill 2 remake trailer. I mean, there's so many trailers that's going through my head right now that is just sitting on the back end of PlayStation's YouTube channel, just sitting there ready to go. And I'm just like, okay, why you did not show off this stuff during the PS5 showcase? It just makes no sense whatsoever. But hey, that's why we're gonna go over that stuff. Let's see here. We got a super chat from TX Gamer 7. Thank you so much for the $2. Says my expectations are very, very low on all fronts. Hey, rightfully so. I think that goes without saying, that everybody's expectations moving forward, even if Sony comes out right now and say, hey, listen, we got a PS5 showcase. We got another PS5 showcase coming out this year. I think even though we know that, yeah, ding, 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 we could get to see the first party games that were missing from this PS5 showcase, I think it's safe to say that a lot of people are like, yeah, no. Expectations are low, because fool me once, you got me. Fool me twice, the joke is on you. And so it sucks, man. It sucks. I think at this point, it's like people want to know, other than Spider-Man 2, what else do you have, right? And the notion that has been going around, the narrative that has been floating around is Sony ain't got no games, right? And for the longest time, PlayStation fans, they have been going around with the narrative of Xbox ain't got no games. Now it's Sony ain't got no games. And the crazy part is I woke up early this morning and come to find out, well, I don't know. I guess people love clipping my streams and putting them out on Twitter. I woke up to a semi-viral tweet of me saying, hey, listen, Sony got games. They just haven't shown them yet. And somebody just clipped my stream and added put it in a PlayStation commercial format. And I was like, holy freaking cow, here we go. So whatever you do, you just can't win. And it's true. Sony got games. I mean, at this point in time, come on, man. Like, if you're sitting there, whether you're an Xbox fan with a PlayStation 5 or whether you're just a PlayStation fan in general, you know Sony got games that they haven't revealed, that they're just sitting on, because it just makes no sense, bro. We've been waiting for over 600 days, right? And we're still waiting. So the wait continues, ladies and gentlemen. Like, we are still waiting at this point. Like, oh my God, what is going on? Where are the games? Where are the games from all these studios? So you'll be a fool to sit there and think, well, yeah, Sony ain't got no games. Yeah, they have games. They have first party games, right? The worst thing that I could say is they're just not ready, right? But the reality is, I feel like a lot of them are ready to be shown, and Sony is just holding back to say, hey, you know what? We have another plan. You know, we're just going to show what we got right now, but does it make it right? No, it does not make it right. Because as fans, we're exhausted and we're tired, and we're just like, listen, man, it's time. We were all expecting for you to show the games that you currently do have, and we didn't get that. So, all right, guys, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe, all that good stuff if you're brand new. Let's get right into the topics at hand here, because all we've been hearing is wait till this time. And I feel like at this point as gamers, we're tired of waiting. We're literally tired of waiting right now. The wait is over and it's time to show results, right? Am I right? Am I wrong? It's time for the results, man. We're tired of freaking waiting. So diving into our first story here, let's not delay. Let's talk about some stuff because, like I said, next month is very, very promising at this point. So let's go ahead and let's dial into this one. So the massive PS5 announcements. All right, let's talk about that. All right, so let's put a timestamp on this one for you guys, and let's go ahead. So here we go. Now, we heard from Jeff Keighley that there are going to be maybe 3 or 4 massive announcements. Now, I know you can't take what Jeff Keighley is saying as face value because this is not our first rodeo when it comes down to Jeff Keighley hyping up his own event, saying that we're going to be seeing some big announcements and this and that. Well, hear me out on this one. We know that PlayStation is partnered up with Summer Game Fest, right? And this is reasonably, I've made a list of games that could possibly be at Summer Game Fest. Now, we're T-minus, 9 more days before Summer Game Fest at this point. So it's safe to say that we could see PlayStation showing up at Summer Game Fest. And the thing that puzzles my brain is that why is it that Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart announcement was not at the PlayStation 5 announcement? If that doesn't raise an eyebrow, then I don't know what will, because I feel like there's also another PC announcement in terms of port at Summer Game Fest. And I just don't understand why you did not put that there. I mean, are you holding back just so that you can make somebody else's show look good? Or are you just holding back because you have a strategic plan? Jim Ryan, Sony, make that make sense, okay? So let's go off on the list here. The first game I would say is Death Stranding 2. That is automatic. I don't see why this would not show up. I'm just saying, Kojima and Jeff Keighley are best friends. I was hoping to see Death Stranding 2 at the PS5 showcase, but it was not there, right? It was not there. And I think a lot of people was kind of shocked that Death Stranding 2 was not there. So I would say that it's highly likely that we could see Death Stranding 2 at Summer Game Fest and possibly some gameplay, to kind of go with it. Because if this game is possibly coming out when 2024, at this point we're well overdue for some gameplay on Death Stranding 2. The next game, Factions 2. Now, obviously, and let me pause the music here because we got to talk. We have to talk. So let's stick a pin right there with Factions 2. Breathe. We're sick and tired of waiting at this point. Sony needs to show off something groundbreaking when it comes to multiplayer. Half of these live service multiplayer games that Sony got, or they shown off in the PS5 showcase, is a joke because we don't know what to expect from the stuff that they showed off. CGI trailer tells us nothing. Okay, we need gameplay at this point. And you have to strike the iron while the iron is hot. I'm sick and tired of this bull crap. I really am. You see what I'm saying? I am frustrated as a gamer. I am frustrated as a fan. You see what I'm saying? Like, what the heck is going on with the multiplayer stuff? Like, we haven't had anything proper when it comes to multiplayer from Sony in a very long time, since Killzone, right? So, and that is so long ago. And Shadowfall is not even as good as the older Killzone games, 1, 2, and 3. Nothing even close, So it's like we need a proper multiplayer game to be shown. I mean, there's no exceptions. Now, with Factions 2 in mind, we did learn about Factions 2 more in depth at Summer Game Fest last year. So common sense, ding, 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 ding. Now, the game was reevaluated by Bungie, right? In terms of like, well, they have to scale back and they need more time and this and that. But this game has been in development for close to about 4+ years now. So you should have something to show. If the game is not ready at typical Naughty Dog fashion, they're not going to give us a release date because, well, Neil Druckmann said that they're going to be giving us a release date when the game is close to being finished so that it alleviates a lot of pressure off of the devs, which I'm okay with that. Don't be like Microsoft giving us release dates and you can't fulfill that promise, or else people are going to be pissed off. And then you run into the crossfire of delaying. And delaying games is a good thing, but it gets frustrating at the point when you put that promise out there and you can't fulfill it. So that is the fire that is blazing right now in the PlayStation land. And a lot of people are getting burned and getting really tired and frustrated with getting burned. And so I feel like Factions 2 could fill the hole here, and fill in the hole of happiness, fill in the hole of feeling like, okay, man, I give up type thing, right? I mean, at least show off some gameplay, right? You should have some polished gameplay to show off for Factions 2. Now, the downside is I'm still 50-50 on this, because the downside is, well, they might not show this off because, well, it's not fully monetized yet. It's not ready for the live service effect, which one would say live service games are ruining our multiplayer games, right? Games as a service, right? With these multiplayer games. So one would think, well, how far along is the reconstruction of this monetary vision for Factions 2? We don't know. Only thing that we know is we need more time. So with that being said, I'm at least expecting to see Factions 2 at Summer Game Fest. And I think that will be huge for PlayStation and PlayStation fans and PS5 owners and people who don't own a PS5 to say, man, this is a multiplayer shooter that looks solid coming from a S-tier developer like Naughty Dog, right? So it's like, okay, the original Factions was great. Okay, so let's just build up on that and make it even better. Now we have already learned that there's going to be sort of a single player narrative attached to this. Maybe they can show that off. I don't know, but show something pertaining to Factions 2. Like, I feel like we've been so far off into the darkness with this game to the point where this is one of the biggest multiplayer games from PlayStation, and they need a showing very, very badly. Okay? So let's hope that Factions 2 shows up there as one of the massive PlayStation announcements at Summer Game Fest. All right. Let's move along here. Now, Ghost of Tsushima. Apparently, this was the other PC port that was supposed to get announced or whatever. And I guess Sony pulled it at the last second or holding it back. I don't know. Whatever the case may be. Maybe we might get another PC port announcement at Summer Game Fest. Maybe it might be Ghost of Tsushima, Demon Souls. Who knows at this point? But let's just say, for argument's sake, Ghost of Tsushima, okay? Now, let's move on. Little Devils Inside. Now, this is an indie game that we didn't really get much updates on. I think it's probably going on almost, a year and a half at this point or more since we have learned anything about this game. So, I mean, I'm expecting to see Little Devils Inside. I mean, that is an indie game that a lot of people are looking forward to. And my God, you show off every other indie game, right, at the PS5 showcase. But what's up with Little Devils Inside? I mean, is it going through development hell? I mean, what's going on? Because there's a lot of smoke and mirrors when it comes to that particular game. And a lot of people are actually excited about that game. So I would really hope that Little Devils Inside will be at the freaking Summer Game Fest showcase from PlayStation. Let's see what happens. Or maybe Sony might be withholding that for a state of play, or they may be withholding that for another PS5 showcase. We don't know at this point, but let's assume that it's going to be at Summer Game Fest. Now, we are talking about this day and age where PlayStation needs to fill that void when it comes to multiplayer games, right? Horizon. It's been what, three years now? Maybe 3 to 4 years max now since we've been hearing about this multiplayer game, right? Horizon which I was shocked. I literally thought that we was going to get Horizon multiplayer, right? At least give us that. What in the world? You see, sometimes I wonder if these companies pay attention to us, right? Like, I really wonder, because after Phil said, like, yeah, I see commentary out there that if you build great games, it's going to turn things around for Xbox. It's going to increase market share for Xbox and this. And sometimes I really wonder if they really listen to our commentary and really listen to our cry as gamers, because there's obviously a disconnect here. We are sitting here screaming on top of our lungs. We need multiplayer. Listen, forget about Call of Duty, dog. Forget about Call of Duty at this point. We already know that everything is set in stone. Whatever is going to happen with Call of Duty is going to happen. All right. Sony has no control over that. They already got a contract in place, right, for a few more Call of Duty games pertaining to via the contract that they have with Activision. We already understand that already. And if this deal actually goes through, then, hey, there you go, right? It is what it's going to be with Call of Duty, but we need some multiplayer showing here. Like, come on. So Horizon, I mean, we need to see that. Something at this point. Also, Twisted Metal. That was supposed to be at the PS5 showcase. What's going on with that game? You see what I'm saying? I'm going down the list of multiplayer games because that's what's needed the most. People need multiplayer games the most. Because why? Why is that, Marlon? Because, well, I'll tell you why. People know that the single player games are coming automatically. Yes. Do people want to see the single player games? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That will get people excited, but there's more of a need for multiplayer than anything else. Hence why everybody's been requesting it. You know, you need to bring Killzone back. Ask any PlayStation fan, they will tell you. You need to bring back Killzone. This is the word on the street, right? You need to bring back Killzone. You need to bring back Resistance. You need to bring back SOCOM. What are those? Multiplayer games, right? So it's like, what's going on? What's going on? So my thing would be Horizon, right? Multiplayer. Hopefully we can see something on that. I mean, it should be already far off in development to the point where they can actually show something on the game, right? Twisted Metal as well. Considering the TV show is getting ready to drop soon, one would think that they could show something off pertaining to Twisted Metal. Hopefully they don't screw it up, right? And mess it up with this, game as a service bullcrap. Too much of that monetary side of things that's ruining the actual gameplay, right? But there's that, right? Blue Point. A lot of people was hoping to see Blue Point games at the PS5 showcase. Marlon, did we see anything from Blue Point games? No. Are you saying that Blue Point games could potentially be at Summer Game Fest? No. I would say I would like it to be there, but that's probably a PS5 showcase announcement. I don't think Blue Point Games is going to show up at Summer Game Fest. I see a lot of people saying that. I see a lot of people have very high expectations for Summer Game Fest when it comes to PlayStation. Stop it. People are talking about Wolverine. Who? Not going to happen. If Wolverine did not show up at the PS5 showcase, whether or not Sony had a trailer ready, sitting on a trailer, or whatever the case may be, if it did not show up at the PS5 showcase, if a doggone sure ain't gonna show up at Summer Game Fest. So get Wolverine out of your head. I just gave you guys realistic expectations in terms of massive PS5 announcements that were pulled from the PS5 showcase that could possibly be at Summer Game Fest. That's it. Right? Because here's the thing, man. This is very, very annoying at this point. And I feel like we've been waiting this entire generation, right? But on the flip side, Sony have been delivering, right? In terms of their first party games since day one. But at the same time, it's like, this is the year for you to break the ice, right? This is the year for you to continue to be strong and move forward as a market leader, right? We're tired of freaking waiting. Just like with Microsoft at this point, they say hold the line. We're tired of freaking holding the line. How long do we need to hold the line for? The difference is on the PlayStation side, there was no need to hold any type of line because we were already getting stuff out the gate, right? So there you go on that particular aspect of everything. But at the same time, it's like, okay, Sony, I really hope that these games show, especially Factions 2. Out of all the list of stuff that I just mentioned, Factions 2 better be there. Okay. Pragmata. What the heck is going on with this game? I mean, yo, what the heck is going on with this game? Now, let's play a little Russian roulette. Let's do 50-50 on this one. I mean, 50-50 chance it could be at a state of play. 50-50 chance it could be at Summer Game Fest. I mean, what's going on with Pragmata at this point? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. We haven't seen anything about it in a long time or heard anything about this game in a long time. So one would think it would be at Summer Game Fest at this point. Guys, this is serious, man. So let's go over a couple things here to kind of tie in this. Make sure you guys like the stream, share the stream, subscribe, all that good stuff if you're brand new. Now let's go over a little bit of details, add a little bit of context to what I just talked about, the list of stuff that we just had here. All right. And I promise it will make sense. Now, this is coming from Icon Era. It says, with the recent Ratchet & Clank PC port announcement, I guess it's safe to say that there's a lot Sony held back on the latest PlayStation showcase. This is what pisses me off about Sony. It's like, it's just, I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say because on one hand, it's like Microsoft haven't been pulling their weight. And we're going to talk about the next segment of the show when it comes to Xbox and the showcase and stuff. But it's almost as if like, well, Microsoft haven't been showing their cards. A lot of the stuff that Microsoft had in development for years, 3+ years at this point, 4+ years, 5+ years, we haven't seen. The only thing that we have gotten is CGI trailers at this point. So it's like Sony is like, okay, let's just mimic what Microsoft is doing. That's very annoying, right? Like nobody has time for this crap for you to be holding back your cards. But I get it. I understand the strategy. I understand as a company, right, how that can work out for you. It's like, okay, if Microsoft goes hard, then we'll go harder and show off what we do have and get people excited. And in the mind of Jim Ryan and Sony right now, our fans are not going to desert us. We have been delivering. What are you guys talking about? We have been delivering since 2020. You guys think that our fans are going to desert us and trade in their PS5s like how they've been trading in their Xboxes and unsubscribing from Game Pass? Nah. We're going to be fine. And this is what I believe behind the scenes. Like when this whole planning went on for this showcase, nah, it's okay. We have been delivering so much. We get a pass. I'm willing to bet everything that I have to my name on that. Like we have been carrying this generation and generations after generations. So people are going to be mad, but they're not going to be really, really mad to the point where they're going to give away their PS5s. They're going to trade it in for little and nothing because they're so mad because we didn't deliver in terms of a PS5 showcase and we had a lack of first party showing. So no, people are going to keep their PS5s. So it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Now, news surfaced. Now, by the way, this is fresh off the press. News surfaced by both the Snitch and Tom Henderson that a bunch of games that are ready to be shown were held back on the PlayStation Showcase, including the recently announced Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart PC port, as per source below. Now, we did hear from Tom Henderson that, listen, man, the PS5 Showcase was definitely disappointing. So we definitely do need a second PlayStation Showcase. Is Sony going to do that? It's anyone's guess at this point. Now, the Snitch basically came out and said, guys, I know some announcements that were not announced during the showcase. What does that tell you? The Snitch has a clear microscope of what's going on the back end in terms of PlayStation YouTube's channel. I don't know how he does it, but he has a way of seeing trailers and stuff that's just sitting there, right? So he's saying that he know personally about some announcements for PlayStation 5 that were not announced during the showcase. What in the world? Right? So again, hope y'all listening. Again, I just did a list of games that was freaking missing from the PS5 showcase. Those games better show up at Summer Game Fest because all eyes is going to be on Summer Game Fest. Oh, Marlon, why is that? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because Sony got some making up to do. And Sony is one of the partnering publishers of Summer Game Fest. So people are expecting at least some announcements for PlayStation 5 at Summer Game Fest. No exceptions, no excuses. I mean, it's already very, very, very underwhelming enough that we did not get those things at the PS5 showcase. So I'm not trying to hear no excuses. It's either you show up. So the Snitch is saying that he knows about some announcements for PlayStation 5 that was supposed to be at the PlayStation showcase, and it was not there. Now, he's saying it's super weird. You doggone right, it's super weird. Why do we tune into a PlayStation showcase? Can somebody answer that question? For PlayStation 5. Oh, well, phase 2, they said. Oh, yeah, tune into the phase 2 of PlayStation 5. Tune into the phase 2 of PlayStation 5 third-party games. Because when you hear phase 2, you're like, oh, man, Sony about to bring it. Oh, the storm is coming, they say, like me. An idiot that's sitting here talking about Blue Storm is coming. What an idiot I was to sit here and hype up this freaking showcase. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with taking my massive L, right? Because I'm one of those idiots that was sitting here getting everybody excited. Okay. So I take my L in the situation. Oh, a storm is coming. Oh, all aboard the hype train. Yeah. All aboard to underwhelming circumstances. Right? Because we were all sitting here like ducks, waiting for phase 2 of PS5, only to find out that Sony got a bunch of trailers that they were sitting on. And let's throw into the Matrix as well on another game that could potentially be at Summer Game Fest. Well, we're hearing little rumblings that one of the trailers that was really held back that might possibly be on the back end of Sony's YouTube channel, Silent Hill. That's right, Silent Hill 2 remake. Listen, bro. Like, Silent Hill better be at Summer Game Fest. That's all I gotta say. A lot of people was expecting this game to show up at the PS5 showcase. Where is this game now? Where is it? Where is it at? Everybody was expecting to get Silent Hill. Where's Silent Hill at? Right? That's a PS5 console exclusive. Where is Silent Hill? Right? So one would think, might as well throw that into the Matrix as well as another announcement, right? Which is supposedly slated for 2023. Good God Almighty, guys. Listen, man. I don't know, man. I just don't freaking know at this point. Like, it's so freaking annoying when stuff like this happens, and it's like people are sitting here like ducks, waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Listen, Silent Hill 2 remake better be there, because apparently it's set for fall 2023. So one would think, common sense would tell us that maybe it's true that some of these trailers that were held back from the PS5 showcase and now are reportedly on the back end of PlayStation's YouTube channel. One of the other ones is Silent Hill 2 remake. This is annoying. Now, let's move along. We will. He said that it's really super weird that the announcements during the showcase was actually happening. Like, we didn't get those announcements. For example, a PC port, which is coming on July. All right. Now, obviously that PC port that he's referring to, Ratchet and Clank. So he was 100% correct. Right. So at this point, it's like, I don't know, man. I just don't know. So let's tie this off. So people, the snitch mentioned the port last Friday. Why has Sony held back? Why aren't they showing their cards? Maybe they're saving this for a potential PS5 Pro reveal. What? Wait. Yo, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, no, sir. No, sir. Did I just hear PS5 Pro reveal? Are you kidding me? Sony will be insane to sit there and reveal the PS5 Pro. That would piss the entire fan base off. Nobody cares about PS5 Pro right now. You got to show up with the first party games that you promised to show. All right. That everybody was under the impression that we were going to get for PlayStation 5. We better start seeing more and more games that are fully utilizing the PlayStation 5 hardware. I'm sick and tired of this PS5 Pro nonsense. We do not need a PS5 Pro right now. So we need to just stop it right there. Stop it. Because all that's going to do is turn people off. Because right now, as we speak, people are still buying PS5s, only to find out that the PS5 is not even fully used yet in terms of its potential. There's so much more than just Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2, like if you look at it from a technical standpoint, that game is showing you what the PS5 can do. There are so many differences in Spider-Man 2 versus all the other Spider-Man games that we have never seen before, right? And it's courtesy of the PlayStation 5 and the SSD in the PlayStation 5. Say whatever you want to say about Spider-Man 2 and how it looks mid and how it looks like a PS4 game. You're on some high level of crack if you sit there and think that Spider-Man 2 is a PS4 game. The game needs polishing. We already know it's been confirmed that the game is a early build that what we saw at the PS5 showcase. That was an early build version of the game. The final product is still in production and it looks better than what we saw. So by the time this game is polished up and ready to go, it's going to blow minds. So we don't need to hear about no PS5 Pro. So let me say this. So PS5 Pro is going to fix all of our issues and our problems with Sony showing more first-party games. No, it's not. It's just going to be a higher price console, right? And we're still going to have that issue. I don't understand what's wrong with people. Oh, new hardware means we're going to get more games, or we're going to get Sony to show us all the first party games that was robbed from the PS5 showcase. A new hardware is not going to do that. What is so hard for us to understand that? So let's stop talking about PS5 Pro. I don't even know why PS5 Pro is even talked about in this crap. Like, this makes zero sense. No, PS5 Pro has nothing to do with Sony not showing up when it comes to their first party games. I'm so sick of that. Now, obviously here, the logical way of thinking is, well, we heard from Kotaku. Kotaku ain't reliable. I mean, it ain't even reliable as a news outlet. I mean, at this point, Kotaku is a joke, right? It's safe to say that Kotaku is a joke. So can't take anything that they say as face value. Oh, yeah, Nintendo and Sony is supposed to be having another event this year. Okay, that goes without saying. Who knows? Maybe it's Spider-Man State of Play. Maybe it's another State of Play. I just don't feel like we're getting another showcase this year. It feels like Sony is going to go cold turkey on us until next year. I just don't feel it. And if they do show up at Summer Game Fest, maybe a lot of people will feel okay just a little bit until we get another PS5 showcase. Now, there is the Video Game Awards. Now, we could maybe get one or maybe two announcements at the Video Game Awards at best from Sony, but I'm not even going to hold my breath on that. It's sad, man. It's just like I've lost faith at this point. Like, it's just like I'm just hanging on by a thread, and I'm with you guys, man. I'm with you guys 100% in the trenches. This is why I say call Sony out. You know, yes, they have been delivering since day one, since this entire generation. They've been carrying this generation on their backs. But where is the first party games? Where is Sucker Punch? Where is Naughty Dog? Where is Team Asobi? You know what I'm saying? Like where are these freaking games? Come on. Right? Now let's move on. Also, Rise of the Ronin. Obviously, that's 2024. It is what it is. I'm not fixing to sit here and go crazy on that situation. Like, I mean, yeah, some people were saying like, well, Rise of the Ronin was going to be at the PS5 showcase. So that's the reason why, you know, we're not going to be seeing Ghost of Tsushima 2. Well, we did not get Rise of the Ronin. So there you go on that one. I don't know, guys. I really, really don't know. Let me see what somebody just said a while ago here. Thank you so much for being a member for 31 months. Hello, Marlon. It's good to see you again. I love being in this community. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, guys, I don't know, man. At best, at safe bet, I mean, all those games that I just mentioned, we're probably not going to see at Summer Game Fest. But at best, we might get maybe 2 or 3 announcements from PlayStation. Is that enough? No, not really. But okay, we'll take what we can get. Now, let me ask y'all that. Let me ask everybody in here. Would you guys accept 3 announcements at Summer Game Fest? Oh, Lord. All right. So there's that. Let me know y'all thoughts on that one. Need everybody to vote in. Hopefully, guys, we could get some massive announcements from Sony, not just at Summer Game Fest, but sometime this year, because we need to see the first party games, man, and we need a proper showing of an FPS shooter. Like it is, the well is dry right now. Microsoft don't have this issue. Microsoft got shooters galore. Okay? Sony needs to find a way to make that statement broad. Like, listen, man, we might not have won the COD battle, but we're willing to fight, and this is what we got to show. Come on. I mean, am I just the only one here that is thinking that way? Am I just the only one that's sitting in here being a dummy, thinking this way? Or are we just going to sweep it under the rug? They need to answer back. I mean, what is this talk about? Jim Ryan got all this fire in his belly, right? Total mind share, right? Oh man, we're going to bring the noise, right? You need to bring the noise. And how you bring the noise to Microsoft is show a proper solid FPS, right? Whether it's FPS game or a third person shooter, whatever the case may be, we need that. PlayStation fans need that very, very badly on top of the first party single player games, right? Like, we know single player games ain't going nowhere. So that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody's crying about that because we know that's by default. We know that's by default as PlayStation fans. We know that by default. Single player games ain't going nowhere. Okay. Case in point. Look at Legends for Ghost of Tsushima, right? Look how good that game was. Like, I had so much fun with you guys playing Legends. Y'all don't remember this? A lot of the 2020 subscribers on this channel, a lot of y'all who sub for PlayStation back in 2020, y'all don't remember this? We were all sitting here on Discord, on PlayStation, having a nice time playing Legends. That game was so freaking fun. I literally thought I was playing on Xbox for a second, but then I had to realize, nah, this is PS5. Wow, this is so much freaking fun. Listen, man, the thirst continues for multiplayer stuff on PS5. And please do not give me this. What was that crap called? That fake foam star or whatever the heck that garbage is called? Looking like a fake Splatoon. Really? Get that garbage out of here. Foam star garbage. Get that out of here. We need solid freaking multiplayer games on our consoles. That's what we need right now. We ain't got time to sit here copying Nintendo. Like, get that Nintendo stuff out of here. Nobody cares about no foam star. Everybody was getting up, walking away from that PS5 showcase when they saw foam star. Really? We're going to waste time showing this when we could have been showing something else. Horizon multiplayer, Factions 2, Sucker Punch multiplayer game, something substantial. I mean, I don't get it, man. I just don't freaking get it. And I guess that's where my frustration lies. Like, man, with technology the way it is, right? With all the online infrastructure that Sony got right now, I mean, it's needed so badly on PS5. It's not even funny. Like, I get it that Sony will always go down as the single player premier console of choice. You know, you ask anybody in the streets, you know, hey, man, listen, I just want to play some good single player games. Well, one would say Nintendo. But if you want some hardcore single player games, people are going to tell you PlayStation. PlayStation is known for their single player games. And in 2023, fast forward and after all these years, still is known for single player games. I mean, it's time to change the wheel now. It's time to show us something groundbreaking in terms of the multiplayer arena. We need that. It's very bad. We're crying out. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. All right, let's move on. Thank you so much. Leaf Fitness says, high level of cry says, I'm still laughing at what you said, my guy. Oh, yeah, for sure. Most definitely. For sure. All right, let's go ahead and let's move on here. Microsoft think they're out of the fire. They ain't out of the fire with me yet. So Xbox, let's talk about Xbox because this right here is very, very interesting. And this is something that we've been asking Microsoft to do for the longest time, right? And I think at this point, it's well overdue. So let's talk about it. Why are we talking about Xbox today? Well, I'll tell you why we're talking about Xbox, because on the official Xbox Twitter account, we have learned that Fable is going to make an appearance at the Xbox showcase. Now, before we go over this, obviously, there was a tweet that was put out and there was some glitters all over the place. And the original Fable music was playing. So that got me excited. And I was like, holy freaking cow. Microsoft gets it. And I guess this is coinciding with what Phil said during the XCast interview that some of the games that he said some of the games that people really want us to show is going to show up this summer. And, well, I guess he kept his word because Fable is one of those games. I am telling you right now, Sony, you might have played this one wrong. I'm just saying, because I said it after the PS5 showcase. You're possibly going to be giving Microsoft the edge here, right? Only for you to come and answer back with your own secondary PS5 showcase or secondary, I don't know, state of play or whatever the heck you're going to do. Because if Fable is here like we're expecting it to be, and Microsoft has learned their lesson and show us gameplay, I do not want to see another trailer, CGI trailer. I don't want to see that. I want to see gameplay running on Series X. Just like how Phil said, oh yeah, I'll be watching commentaries. Maybe I'm one of the guys that he actually listens to. I don't know, because if you don't think that these execs be going around looking on YouTube and seeing what people are saying and stuff like that, you have another thing coming. I really, really, really hope, because it seemed like Sony has a disconnect between us. Like, Sony, what the heck are you freaking doing with that garbage freaking PS5 showcase? So obviously, come on, Microsoft, you got to answer the call. Are you going to answer the call and give us Fable gameplay? Finally? I mean, let's not kid ourselves. It's been, 3 years now since the announcement? Like, we need to see something on Fable, and best believe Playground Games is a S-tier studio. So I'm not sitting here doubting, Playground Games and saying, oh, well, it's going to be garbage or it's not going to look as good. Now, if it plays very good for Microsoft, I feel like Microsoft could have an edge here in terms of first party showing, because I feel like majority of what's going to be shown are going to be first party, are going to be games that we've been wanting Microsoft to show us gameplay on, right? Hellblade 2 is one of them. Make no mistake, I do strongly believe that Hellblade 2 will be at this Xbox showcase and will have some gameplay and a release date to go with it. And I feel like that will make a lot of people very, very excited. Another S-tier studio for Microsoft, Xbox Game Studios, is Ninja Theory. And Ninja Theory, they don't miss. So I'm expecting, Hellblade 2 to be here next to Fable, because that will be a huge showing with just those two games. I mean, those two games people are talking about the most. Oh, we need to see Fable. We need to see Hellblade, right? And so we're not even talking about the rest of the stuff that they have, right? They got games just like Sony, right? But obviously, if you don't show the games, people are going to say, well, you must don't have any games because you're withholding the freaking games, right? Same thing with PlayStation right now. Oh, Sony ain't got no games because they only got one massive freaking game, and it's Spider-Man 2, right? They ain't got nothing else. Now, people are not looking at Final Fantasy 16, which is a PS5 console exclusive. They're not looking at Helldivers 2, right? They're not looking at all the other stuff that's potentially coming. They're not looking at Silent Hill 2 remake that's potentially going to be dropping as well. I mean, there are going to be games, right? But from a first party studio standpoint. Now, if I was Microsoft at this point, I would say, all right, Sony, you want to play the game of cat and mouse? We're just going to shadow drop something. That's how I feel like that's how Microsoft can put the nail in the coffin right there. They need to shadow drop something big to force Sony's hand, right? Something big they need to shadow drop. I don't know what it is, but they got to shadow drop something. Show a bunch of gameplay. Don't waste our freaking time with third-party games, all right? Show majority first party and not third party. Okay, because I promise to God, if they sit there and waste our time showing us a bunch of games that Sony have already shown us, I'm going to be pissed off. You need to show us your first party games. That's on the Xbox side. That's what everybody's been asking about. So I don't want to hear no nonsense. I'm tired of freaking excuses at this point. It's time to show up. And it looks like Fable is going to be at the Xbox showcase. So you show us, I don't give a doggone how long of a gameplay it is. Just show us something. Avowed. That could be another game that they're going to be showing us, right? Running on Series X. All we can do is hope at this point, right? Avowed. Everwild. I mean, you got games, Microsoft. What the F are you doing? You the next one. Sony's in the fire. You're in the fire too. Somebody better give us a solid showcase this year, man. 2023 is supposed to be the year. Listen, I'm tired of the excuses and I'm tired of freaking waiting. I am sick and tired of waiting. Listen, make no mistake. If the games need more time, I understand that. But man, my God, most of these games are in development 3 years, 4 years now. Show us something, right? Show us something. I'm not saying for you to sit here and show us something unpolished. Show us the best version possible of the game so people can get hyped, so people can go out there and buy Series X's. You see what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, get the sales numbers up. And how you do that is by delivering a solid showcase that one can remember. Now, let's take a look at this. What are we talking about today? Make sure y'all like the stream, share the stream, subscribe, because we do have a lot to talk about. So, as you guys may want to know and want to see, let's go over this and let's talk about this because this is coming from Insider Gaming. And I really want to show you guys this because this right here is crazy. All right. So, let me make sure you just drag it right here. So as you guys can see, let me drag y'all over here and put y'all right here. Okay, there we go. All right. So, is Fable coming to the Xbox game show? Let's be honest, a teaser clip released on Twitter was very much on the nose. It showed a magical trail of glitter that led to a screen showing a holding screen for the Xbox game showcase. And while the sequence unraveled, old school Fable music played in the background. So there it is. That's Fable, man. That's Fable. Yep, that's Fable. Seems important. See you there on June 11th. That's it. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Like I said, this could be a turning point for Microsoft. Fable is one of the most anticipated, highly requested game. All right. So this could be a turning point for Microsoft. And like I say, you play your cards right. On top of that, I feel like Microsoft could potentially have a way better showing than Sony when it comes to their first party. Why am I saying that? Well, Hellblade 2, that's one. Forza Motorsport, that's another. Starfield, that's also another. That's 3 right there, right? We ain't even done yet. Stalker 2, that's another one, right? Fable, that's another one, right? Avowed, that's 6. That's 6. Avowed, that's another one, right? There's so many freaking games. Indiana Jones, that's another one. That's 7. Like, there's so many freaking games at this freaking point. State of Decay 3, that's another one. That's 8. That's 8 right there. I'm saying if Microsoft show their hands, Sony, you got to do something. Okay? Now you're in deep water at this point. Oh, we're not even done. We're not even done yet. We ain't even done yet. The potential of Perfect Dark. All right, that's what? How much is that? That's 9. Like, there's so many games, so many freaking games that they could show, right? We've been hearing about this Gears of War collection. Who knows? Maybe they might shadow drop that. Who knows what they might shadow drop? Maybe we might see Killer Instinct returning. Play your cards right, Microsoft. This could very well be the turning point. A lot of these games that we've been hearing about for years. Oh, and just so you guys already know, there was another report that I was seeing for another game. And I'm like, well, this is something that I feel like would go really well for Microsoft at this point. Like, and again, they got the games. They just got to freaking show the games. Now, this is Wolfenstein 3, right? So Wolfenstein 3 is currently still in development. And I saw something on that. And Machine Games is on that or whatever. But listen, man. Listen, bro. Microsoft got a lot of first party stuff that they could show. And this could very well push Sony to do another PS5 showcase. And that's what we want. We want Microsoft to do well 2 Sundays from now. We want them to do well so that Sony can get up off their hindquarters and show us what they got. That's why I said, like, it's almost as if like I've been saying this, we need Microsoft to do well in order for Sony to continue to shine. Because if Microsoft is not doing well, Sony feels like, well, we ain't got no competition. Why show everything that we got in the oven when Microsoft ain't showing a darn thing? Man, I'm so excited for Fable. I really am. I really am. Can't lie. I can't lie. I can't lie. And when you know the type of developer, the development studio that's behind it, it makes it a little bit easier for you to kind of understand, like, okay, I could see why a lot of people are excited about this, because we've been asking Microsoft about this for the longest time. So now we're finally seeing a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel for Microsoft and for Xbox fans. So Sony, I don't know. Maybe Sony was playing this correctly so that Microsoft can really push themselves and really give us some announcements that we've been craving all this time. So let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section here, because right now it's make or break for Xbox and we need the big announcements. We need to see gameplay, nothing else other than Series X gameplay. Don't waste my time for an hour and change, right? Showing me a bunch of CGI trailer. You better be showing gameplay. At this point for Fable, we need to see gameplay. Period. End of story. And I feel like when we see Fable, it's going to be worth the wait. So let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. All right, let's go ahead and let's push forward here to the Q&A portion of the show. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, or anything like that, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily stuff that we cover here on the channel. And make sure you guys crush the likes. Let's see if we can get the likes up. Q&A time if you guys have any questions or concerns. But, man, this is 2023, man, and the fight continues at this point. Like, Sony knows what they got to do. Microsoft knows what they got to do. Microsoft got some killer games. I'm not going to lie. Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2. I'm excited for Hellblade 2. I mean, if they shadow drop Hellblade 2 for this year, man, I will lose it. I will literally rip that thing out of there like the Incredible Hulk and fire it up in a heartbeat for Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2 is that game, bro. No cap. No cap. Yep. So, yeah. Let's go. It says, I can't tell the rain to come out. Man, nobody can tell the rain to come out right now. Nobody. It's hot outside. Hey, I know it's hot outside. I know. It said, do you use Pro controllers? I still have my Pro controller. I use it. You're talking about my PlayStation 1. Let's see here. Hellblade 2 Hellblade 2 needs to be there. We know Hellblade 2. That's a given. That's automatic. Hellblade 2. If Fable is going to be there, then Hellblade 2 is going to be there. You see what I'm saying? I'm not telling y'all we're getting release date for Fable. That's not going to happen. But at least if we get some gameplay, we're good to go on that one. Right? It says, did you hear that Sony is getting investigated for its dominance in the video game market, which is that Sony only allow people to purchase only digital? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they're in hot water with that. Hopefully that gets resolved soon. Yeah, Stalker 2 is going to be lit as well. Superman Gaming, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see here. Yeah. Project Mara. Yeah, we haven't seen or heard anything about it. That's what I'm saying. Microsoft got some games. Can you, guys, can you imagine? This is rare for me to do this. I'm not trying to hype up Microsoft at this point, but can you imagine Hellblade 2 gameplay and Fable gameplay in the showcase? Oh my God. I'm sorry. That's a rare occasion for Microsoft. That's a rare occasion. Can you imagine Fable gameplay and Hellblade 2 gameplay in the same showcase? Man, that's going to score big on the charts right there. I mean, from a scale from 1 to 10, those two games alone is going to score high on the charts for a lot of people. They're going to score high just by showing those two exclusives. You see what I'm saying? Because Hellblade 2, I feel like, is a big turning point for Xbox to really show us what the Series X can do in terms of power, right? Fable as well. Man, I can't wait. I literally cannot wait at this point. There's no doubt, because both of those studios are S-tier studios. Both of them are. So I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to temper my expectations at this point. But if they show those two games, I mean, we gonna be eating good. McShawn says, and Marlon, we need to see games running on Series X only at this showcase. No excuses. And I hope Phil Spencer, someone at Microsoft, is watching this. I hope so. I be hoping so, that they be watching my streams, because, bro, we've been crying out loud. We've been begging Microsoft. Nobody hates Microsoft. Nobody hates Xbox. We just want them to do good so Sony can continue to be great, because that pile of garbage that Sony gave us in terms of a PlayStation showcase was ludicrous. That needed to be in the dumpster and lit on fire. That showcase was garbage. You see what I'm saying? It was so freaking underwhelming. You know, like, for real. It was very disappointing. Because people was not expecting that we waited so long. Come on, man. Come on. Sony needs Xbox to do good so that they can be greater. That's just, if y'all don't realize that now, I don't know when y'all going to realize that. Young Real Family, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see here. It says they better give us that 60 FPS performance option for sure. Because how Microsoft can drop the ball is, you know, giving us a release date and making the announcement, and then it's like, oh no, it's going to be 30 FPS. Wait, what? No, bro. You better give us a performance option as well. You better do. Microsoft is going to finally show Burger King. I'm done with you. Big bump into. I'm done with you. I'm literally done with you. It says Microsoft deliver come June 11th, because we need Microsoft to push Sony to be better. Facts. I just said it. You know what I'm saying? I just said it. It says rumor Contraband is delayed internally, so won't be at the showcase. NBA 2K23 will be in the month's essentials. Yeah, I saw that. It says, will you be reviewing the upcoming Asus ROG Ally PC? Well, we haven't gotten a review unit in, and I don't know. Maybe once we get closer down to that, maybe we could raise some funds to get one and review on the channel. We'll see how that turns out. It says, don't worry, that Series X I donated into the channel will be ready to be used. I hope so. It says, it was a joke. I bet it was a joke. It says, how much y'all betting Spider-Man is gonna have a 60 FPS mode? Oh man, that goes without saying. You honestly think that Spider-Man 2 is gonna launch with no performance mode? You're crazy. You must not know Insomniac Games. Insomniac Games have been delivering this whole time. You know, in terms of, you know, games on the PS5 and also with performance mode. Come on, man. That's a given. That's a given. There's no way. I don't know why people are doubting Insomniac Games. That's a given, bro. You already know. They're going to have a performance mode for Spider-Man. That's a given, bro. That is a given. I said there are also still unknown games from In Exile, Compulsion. What's this? Certain Affinities to Halo. We'll see. I mean, Machine Game. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see, man. Worldwide Studios. What's up, man? How you doing? Let's get it popping. Let's see. It says Spider-Man 2 might get delayed. I have a feeling. Maybe anything is possible. And if it gets delayed, that's okay with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I at least would have other games to play. So it's all right. Greatness takes time. So it is what it is. Windows 12 coming day one to Game Pass. So Insomniac Games is also doing Wolverine. Yep. Yes, sir. That is right. Spider-Man is definitely getting a 60. I don't know why people are. It's almost as if people are just trolling on purpose, bro. People don't understand that Insomniac Games is a S-tier studio. There's no way they're going to sit there and launch Spider-Man 2 at 30 FPS. Who wants to play Spider-Man 2 at 30 FPS? Not me. I don't know about y'all. Who wants to play an open world game at 30 FPS? Not this guy. Not the same thing with an FPS shooter. Same thing with a multiplayer game. No, sir. So do you think Stellar Blade is getting delayed? It's possible. Oh, that's also another game that I expect to be there too. You know, I forgot to add that to the list. But you know why I keep forgetting about that game? Because we were hoping that we were going to see something on it, and we didn't get anything on it. So I don't know, man. Maybe pertaining to his game that he's working on for Microsoft. I mean, who knows? Maybe not. Mike Brown said that would be a huge L. Yeah, it will be a huge L if that's the case. But, you know, we'll see. It says Spider-Man 2 doesn't even have load-in screens. Oh, for sure not. They don't have any load-in screens, which is amazing thanks to the PS5. It says it was confirmed that the gameplay we saw, is old. I already reported on this 2 streams ago. Yep. He said, do you think that Perfect Dark will release this year? No, sir. I think Perfect Dark at this point will still be in development for at least another 2 years. For at least another 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Max another 2 years. So there you go. It says, same man, I've been waiting. Yeah, me too, man. I've been waiting. I've been waiting just like you guys, man. Crackdown, man, we still talk about Crackdown. Oh my God. I don't want to see no more Crackdown. I don't want to see no more Crackdown, bro. Like, Crackdown, no thank you. No thank you for Crackdown. No thank you. No thank you. I mean, it's possible, JRT. It's possible. It says Fable is the most interesting. Yeah, for sure. It says they say Immortals of Avenum. It says might be at EA's next. We'll see. Please don't talk about. Please don't talk about. Please don't talk about Crackdown. Please don't talk about Crackdown, bro. Please don't talk about Crackdown, okay? Because Crackdown was a disaster, bro. That was supposed to be the game that supposed to blow us all away. What's up? What's up, Ray? What's up? Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Hit the share button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Retweet the stream out on Twitter. Appreciate you guys. Let's get it. It said, Marlon. It says, what's your thoughts on Insomniac lying about Ratchet and Clank not being able to come to PC? It's crazy how these companies just lie, bro. Sometimes I just don't understand. It was obvious. Well, I did talk. I don't know if you were in yesterday's stream. I did talk about that. First lady in the house. What's good, babes? I did talk about it. I basically said, well, at the time, with how they were developing the game and with the super fast IO throughput of the SSD, like it was only possible on PS5 with what they're doing, because back then the PS5 had the fastest SSD, right? And that game, I mean, think about it, going into all them different dimensions, you know, on the fly like that. Like, could that have been done on PC? Yes, of course, but it probably would have some hiccups, or maybe it would have some load-ins, loading screen here and there or whatever the case may be. But I'm just saying, I just said it yesterday, like anything can run on any console or any hardware. It might not have been as smooth as how we got it on PS5, but anything can run on anything, considering PC where it's at right now. So, it says, could PS5 do an upgrade release for Arkham? Keep waiting on that. That's not going to happen. It says Spider-Man 2 is the most anticipated game of 2023. Yeah, for sure. Listen, bro, listen. Any game can run on any hardware. But when you're developing a game for a console, right? And you're going off of the specs that is given to you, or you're going off of the hardware that's given to you with the PlayStation 5 in mind, with their development vision at that time, it was like, okay, well, this is only possible on PS5, right? But at the same time, you got to stick a pen there and say, well, this could have been on PC. This could have went to PC. But like I said, they probably wouldn't be able to load as many assets, right? Compared to the PS5 version of the game. Or it would, if it was developed with PlayStation 5 in mind, maybe it wouldn't run as seamless, if I'm making sense, because the SSD on PC back then was slower with the read and write speeds versus the read and write speeds on the PS5, because they did stress how the PS5 SSD was the reason for them to achieve what they achieved with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, right? Because of how fast it was. I mean, we're now seeing it with Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man 2, with how fast, Miles is traversing through the city and everything. So there is that. I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense. You know what I'm saying? I hope just same thing with Final Fantasy 16, right? Like PS5 is the only hardware that it's possible on, but now they're working on a PC version, right? Like, I'm just saying, right? PS5 is the only console that it was possible on, and PS5 has allowed them to achieve this and achieve that and whatever. I mean, can Final Fantasy 16 run on Series X? Yes. Right? But again, you going to the drawing board of development, and you know that the Series X SSD is slower than the PS5. So there's the PS5 having the advantage, right? Whether it's no loading or whether it's, I don't know, the speed of the game is better, or whether it's maybe it's looking better because they were able to load more assets, or maybe the assets are more high res on the PS5 version versus the Series X version. So like I said, any game can run on any console or any hardware. It's really up to the developer to be able to show you guys that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, games that were developed for PS5, for instance, Spider-Man 2. Can Spider-Man 2 run on Series X? Heck yeah. Of course. Right? But maybe Miles and Peter wouldn't move as fast as the PS5 version. Does that make sense? Right? Because the IO throughput, the way how Sony integrated the SSD inside of the PS5 allows them to achieve the things that we're getting on PS5. Make sense? All right. Hope that clears up some stuff. It says, I think it takes 5 years for making one video game on new hardware. I mean, it takes time. 3 to 5 years. It takes time. It says, if the Xbox showcase is trash, like the song one, it says it's going to expose the fanboys. If they was great, laugh out loud. Man, we'll see. Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting gameplay on that. It says that's just making. It says that's just Sony marketing. Sony use. Let's see here. It says realize no first party at launch and then a whole year Xbox screw up big style. Okay, let's see here. It says Spider-Man 2 performance mode day one. Yeah, that's a given, bro. That's a given. That's gonna happen. It says the Xbox showcase is gonna be trash. We'll see. It says look at the quick resumes. Why can't PS5 do that? I mean, well, PS5 kind of does that, but in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like you can leave out of a game, right? You could hit the PS button, go back to the dashboard, right? And then hit the game and go right back into it. That's a form of quick resume, but it's just kind of like switching back into different games that you were playing on the fly. That's the difference. Like you can do it with multiple games, whereas with the PS5, it does it differently. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It says it also depends on the scale of the game. It may take longer. For sure. For instance, Final Fantasy 16, right? Apparently they were thinking about developing Final Fantasy 16 for PS4. And it would have taken them another 1 to 2 years of development time for Final Fantasy 16, correct? Well, one would say, would Final Fantasy 16 look as good as it did when we saw it at the state of play, the last state of play that we got from Sony? No, it would not look as good, right? And would it have loading screens? Yes. In 2023, who wants to deal with loading screens? Nobody wants to deal with loading screens, right? Because we got PS5 and we got Series X. The IO throughput of these consoles are amazing. You see what I'm saying? That's allowing us to have little to no loading, right? I mean, that goes on top of the performance mode. That goes on top of the ray tracing. That goes on top of the higher resolutions that we're expecting these games to have, right? Better graphics, better production, better quality overall for our $70. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's in Game Pass or not, I'm tired of people making excuses for these companies. Like, again, any game, you hear it here for the 1,000th time. Any game can run on any freaking hardware. You see what I'm saying? It's just not going to be as good as it is on the more powerful hardware, right? Could Spider-Man 2 run on PS3? Yeah, it could probably run on PS3, but is it going to look half as amazing? No. Is Miles going to move super fast like he did in the demo? And switching back and forth seamlessly between fight scenes? Are we going to see water puddles gushing up and stuff like that? No. You see what I'm saying? No, we're not. It's not. Are we going to see who is it? Peter. Are we going to see Peter go through that freaking train and go to the other part of the game with no loading screen? If that was PS3 going through that freaking train, it would have load. You would see a loading screen exiting the train. That's what I'm saying, man. When you have more superior hardware, you get those little things that I feel like is a big thing, right? In the grand scheme of things, like, wow, that is so freaking cool. There was a lot of things that I was looking at in terms of Spider-Man 2 that let me pause the music because I'm about to get in right now. If you look at, I can pull it up in comparison. We can watch it right now, side by side, and we can shut down this narrative that Spider-Man 2 is not next gen. All I said about Spider-Man 2 was it needs more polish, which we already know that the bill of the game that we have gotten in terms of the gameplay was an old bill of the game. We already have, the community manager for the game coming out and literally telling us that, which we kind of expected that was an old bill version of the game. But do y'all really want us to look at the side-by-side comparisons of Spider-Man Remaster versus Spider-Man 2? There's a big difference. There's a big, for instance, when you're in the water and you're swimming around and stuff like that, there's like no puddles, little to no puddles. Like there's no ripple effects or anything like in Spider-Man 2 there is. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what else? What else can we talk about? The combat. How fluid the combat is, You know, there's so many different things that they added in the game that wasn't available before. How massive New York City is compared to how it was in Miles Morales or in Spider-Man 2018, right? They extended, you know, New York City. In every section of New York City has been expanded, right? And moving as fast as Miles did, like, come on. That's the power of the PS5 right there. That is next gen. Everybody have their own takes on next generation. Some people look at just graphics to say, oh yeah, this game don't even look good. It ain't next gen. Well, in truth and in fact, if the gameplay itself, you know, plays like a next generation game, then that should be good enough, right? Because not everything is going to be jaw dropping like Hellblade 2, right? So it's just like, I'm just saying. Says, I played Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart yesterday and it's so amazing. It is. That is next gen in every way. In every way. Like, wait, y'all think I'm playing, bro? All right, let's do this because y'all think I'm capping. Oh, Marlon is capping. All right, hold on. Let me show y'all this. Do y'all really want to see the comparison between Spider-Man? Let me show y'all because some of y'all think I'm capping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all. Oh, you just capping, Marlon. You capping. Yeah. All right, let me pull this up. Show you guys. Y'all think this is a joke? Y'all gonna see the big difference. I can't believe some of you guys. Y'all gonna see the big freaking difference between the two. Y'all gonna see the big difference between the two. The swinging, everything. All right, let's look at some good old gameplay. Let's look at validation here. Since I'm capping, you're gonna see the big difference between Spider-Man Remaster and Spider-Man 2. Oh, it's not next gen. You're just capping, dog. Look at how much different changes. Even the grass in Spider-Man 2 moves on the ground. That's next generation comparing to Spider-Man Remaster where it's not even freaking moving. Is that not something that screams next gen? Okay, look, even the swinging was hideous in Spider-Man Remaster comparing to Spider-Man 2. Let's take a look at this. All right, full credit goes to Game Best. Make sure y'all go subscribe to them. Let's take a look at this. All right, let's take a look at this. Look at this. Which part is better? All right, look at the web swinging.
Harry's dying, and he's the only one who can help.
See how fast he's moving?
You take the drone.
Spider-Man is moving faster. See how much faster he's moving?
Really exciting. Keep it tight, man.
That's that SSD, bro.
Don't worry. They think I'm a friendly.
Look at this. Comparing to this slow crap. Look at this. Look how much slower he's moving. Look at that. You see how slow he's moving? That's what I'm saying. Is this not enough proof? Come on, man. We don't realize how good we got it, bro. People is like, oh, yeah. Spider-Man Remaster is better. Even the map changes.
Blizzard.
It says the map has changed and the chimneys. Okay. That went quick.
Really tough hiding it from my mom, but yeah.
Appeared off the coast of the seafood market. Look at this. That was not there before. This was not the case in the past. Look how massive, bro. Look how massive this looks. This is like a whole different section right here that we have never seen before. Look how massive this looks, bro. This is freaking crazy. New locations appeared in addition to Manhattan.
Cover the door. This whole blizzard hunt ends now.
All right, the fighting.
Leave Connors alone.
The fight became more dynamic and diverse. Yeah. We wasn't getting this from Miles Morales. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You can see the difference. You can see the difference. Yo, Kickball with the gifted subs. King Mo. Even the textures. Look at this. That was Spider-Man 2018 remaster. Changed the windows and textures of the houses. Manhattan. Look at Manhattan. Yo, shout outs to King Mo with the 5. Thank you so much, man. Make sure you go to the community tab. Look at this.
Lizard.
Tricks and web swinging. Spider-Man can now stretch his web.
Guess we'll check.
Look at that. Slow as heck. Look at that crap. Look how slow he moving. Come on, guys. We need to stop this bull crap. Look how much faster he's moving on Spider-Man 2. Look how slow this man moving. This man moving like a grandpa. This man. Woo! You got that web wing. That web suit. Look at that. So much more fun. Look at this crap. Look at that. How much more do y'all need? Oh, Spider-Man 2 ain't next gen. Are y'all blind? Come on, man. It's a night and day difference, bro. Night and day difference. Look at this crap. Come on, man. Not saying that Spider-Man 2018 wasn't amazing, but you can see the difference, bro. With the combat, with the swinging, traversing, all of that. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Look at this. 4 dudes at one time. Well, obviously because of the symbiote suit. Quiet walking. Now, when you move, you know, it's more quiet than ever. Versus in 2018 where there's a lot of noise. Listen to this. Walking on the web. Some people are saying Batman Arkham. See that? You don't hear nothing. You don't hear no noise. And people saying, oh yeah, Spider-Man 2 is the same game. It's the same game. There are improvements, man. Big improvements to the gameplay. You know, you can say what you want to say about the gameplay. I mean, the graphics that we have gotten, but it was confirmed that it was an early build of the game. You see what I'm saying?
Back. What would your thing be?
Come on, come on, come on. Get rid of this. Oh, my God. Get rid of these ads, bruh. The swimming. All right, here goes another part I want y'all to see. I was one of the ones that said, yeah, I feel like the water could use a little bit more polishing. Okay. Look at this. Compared to... Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the water. Like the puddles and stuff. Splashing up. Was we getting this with 2018? No. Water effects are now clearly visible. Right? Look at that. We wasn't getting that. We wasn't getting that before. Isn't that next gen? Look. This man just dropped into a pool of freaking pudding water. Look at that. We just don't realize how good we got it. This man is swimming in pudding water. Look at this. Look at that. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. And y'all say Spider-Man 2 ain't next gen? You see the water? Do you see any water puddles? Like, look at the grass physics. Grass is actually moving. Look at that. And this is an early build version of the game. Look at this. The grass is dead on 2018 remaster. Look at that. The grass ain't even moving. Come on, guys. Even the web shadow. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the shadow. Come on, man. Come on, guys. Stop y'all bull crap. Look at this. If you look closely, you can see the shadows of the web. You couldn't see that with 2018. Look at that. You see it? Look at that. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Look. Do you see it? Look at this. This is 2018 remaster. Look at that. Do you see any shadow for the web? No shadow for the web at all. None. Non-existent. Non-existent.
Where am I now?
All right.
How'd you find me?
Drone's picking up Lizard's trail.
He's still eating. We can catch him off guard.
Look at this. You hear that? You actually hear footsteps. Come on, guys. Takedown animations are improved. Remember, you only could take down, what, 1 in 2018? Right? Look at that. 1. Just 1. Look at that.
There we go. He's mine.
You sure?
Parker can wear Venom
So do I.
and costume. Come on, guys. 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 Make sure y'all go subscribe to their channel and everything. Full credit goes to Game Best. Come on, guys. So y'all still saying Spider-Man 2 don't look next year? Make sure y'all go subscribe to their channel. Full credit goes to them. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. We still saying Spider-Man 2. We don't realize how good we got it. You see what I'm saying? There is people are saying that, oh, it's a PS3 game. Oh, it's an early launch PS4 game. You see all those changes? You see all those changes? Come on, guys. Come on, man. Like, yo, like, come on, guys. Come on, man. Come on, guys. But hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. We're going back to graphics, right? I understand, right? The graphics needs more polishing, but it was already confirmed that the game was a early build, right? The gameplay that we got was an early build version of the game. We can't compare Hellblade 2 to Spider-Man 2 graphically. We can't. That's not a fair comparison. One, Spider-Man 2 is a massive open world game. It's massive, right? Hellblade 2 is a linear experience, right? Compared to Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 has been in development right after Spider-Man 2018, right? With the PS4 in mind, like they were still developing it around that time. Insomniac Games is improving their engine. I'm pretty sure, right, that when we see, for instance, Wolverine, right, that's gonna be looking so much better than Spider-Man 2. But we haven't even seen the final product yet. The game don't even have a release date. We haven't even seen the final product yet. Oh, just wait until they polish it up and have it ready. You see what I'm saying? Bro, Spider-Man 2 is going to be amazing. Spider-Man 2 is going to be amazing. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Yo, Ray, thank you so much, man, with the $5. Says Marlon, it's Sony and Xbox in the ring, and you're the coach blowing the whistle. I love that one. Says I'm having second thoughts on this Series X I bought. Why? I thought you said you wanted to play old games, right? You said Marlon 2. Me, I'm happy for Spider-Man 2. It's going to be realistic of the final build of the game. That's the trailer, final game. It's going to look beyond expectations for sure. But a lot of people are doubting Insomniac Games. When Insomniac Games has been carrying this generation as one of those top tier studios. Come on, guys. Come on. For real, though. You know, they have given us Miles Morales, right? They have given us Spider-Man Remaster. They have given us Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. They're giving us Spider-Man 2. They're working on Wolverine. What? Bro, a whole entire generation. You see how many games I just list right there? Come on, guys. Come on. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart PC. Come on, guys. Yo, we gotta stop this madness. We really gotta stop this madness. Come on, guys. Come on. I don't doubt them. I don't doubt them at all. I don't doubt Insomniac Games because Insomniac has always delivered. They have always delivered. Come on, guys. Wait. So y'all. Wait, hold on. So y'all telling me, hold on. This is a joke. So y'all telling me that Hellblade 2 is going to be open world like Spider-Man 2? Okay. I can't. I'm done with this crap. Does Hellblade 2 look open world to you? I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm done, bro. I'm done. Trailer was quick time events. I guess, bro. I guess, bro. He said the smart delivery doesn't work as I expected for the 360 games and can't play most of my games. Really? That's interesting. You said it was linear. He says, I'm asking. They didn't say it was open world. They didn't say, as far as I can remember, they didn't say it was open world. So they didn't say it was open world. They didn't say it was open world, as far as I can remember. Hold on. It says, in fact, well, no, this is Hellblade. This is Hellblade. I didn't see nowhere where they said that Hellblade 2 was going to be open world. So and okay, so if my whole thing is this, like, if Hellblade 2 is open world, and I'm just trying to understand, like, if Hellblade 2 is open world, then what? Then what? Right? Then what? Because the thing that I did not like about Hellblade was the puzzles. There was way too many puzzles. Way too many puzzles than hardcore gameplay combat. There was way too many puzzles. And that was a massive complaint. So I don't know. I really don't know. I said, do you still have merch? No, not quite. Why? Not quite. Not right now. Yeah, I mean, nobody's saying that Hellblade 2 ain't going to be amazing, but as far as I can remember, I didn't remember them saying that Hellblade 2 was going to be a massive open world game. Yeah, it had way too many puzzles. Way too many puzzles. At this point, man, I'm getting irritated with a lot of these games having puzzles. Just, I understand it challenges your mind and keep you engaging in the game, but puzzles is so old school to me. It is so like PS2, PS3. Like, I don't know, man. They need to find other interactive ways to kind of keep people like engaged and stuff like that, you know what I mean, with the game, or make you think, or I don't know. I don't know. Factions 2 being delayed to 2024, 2025 probably means no PS4 version. I don't know, man. I don't know at this point. As far as I'm concerned, this is for PS5 only. It says, I played the first Hellblade and thought it was stupid. Don't even care about the sequel. He says, but if Spider-Man 2 gameplay is an old build, then why the first trailer? The first trailer is CGI. In-engine CGI. But you know what, though? They kind of... The leaks were lies. Because they did say that Spider-Man 2 gameplay was going to be CGI. I mean, obviously, we haven't seen the final build version of the game yet. But from what we saw, gameplay-wise, nah. He says, hey, Marlon, have you finished playing with Death Stranding? You know what? I'm almost done with Death Stranding, the director's cut, because I was almost at the end of the PS4 version. And then I switched when the director's cut came out. I actually went over to the director's cut. So that is something I got to finish up too before, you know, 2 comes out. It says Helldivers 2 versus Starfield. What? Oh my God. Joseph, what's up, man? How you doing? Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Hit the share button. I appreciate you guys. It says, Marlon, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has a lot of puzzles. Yeah, for sure. Like all Zelda games. For sure. Can't wait for Spider-Man 2. Me too, man. It says, I was playing God of War Ragnarok and it made my PS5 hot. Is that normal? Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. There's a lot of games that make your system run hot and make the fans kick up and stuff like that. Spider-Man 2 story is going to be crazy. Oh, for sure. Yeah, Richard, I already showed off Fable. I already talked about it. It says, has anyone played Immortals Phoenix Rising by Ubisoft? That game had a lot of yeah, they had a lot of puzzles. Yeah, from what I heard. Venom is my favorite. Oh yeah, Venom is going to be crazy, bro. Venom is going to be crazy, okay? I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Venom is going to be crazy. Oh, man. But, yeah, man, we are approaching June 1st, man. June 1st is around the corner, guys. I cannot stress it enough. June 1st is tomorrow. June 1st is tomorrow. So, we're getting closer and closer to the Xbox Showcase. And closer to... Summer Game Fest. Oh yeah. I've watched all the Venom movies. Get that money, ain't no thing. Spider-Man 2 is the only game I've even excited for the rest of the year so far. Got you. All money in, we ain't got no chance. You say, hey, Marlon, are you going to be getting Street Fighter 6 and streaming the game for us? We'll see. We'll see if we can raise some funds for it. We'll see. This is all we ever wanted. It says, I hope Spider-Man dies. That would... Oh, my God. I'm done. Why would Spider-Man die, bro? Yo! Wait, what? King Mo! Oh! King Mo with the 10 gifted subs. Yo, King Mo, that puts us at what? 210? Oh my God. Yo, all the gifted members, make sure you go to the community tab where you'll find access to all your perks. Add me on PSN. Appreciate you guys, man. Yo, shout out to King Mo, man. Gifting these subs, man. Yo, Shout out, shout out, shout out, shout outs. Yes, sir. Respect, man. Respect, bro. Big up yourself, King Mo, the hype train. Yeah. Let's go, man. Let's go. It says Hellblade 2's world can be hidden with fog effects to help within the loading speeds and increased frame rates. Might be open world. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Everything I do it for the game. Yeah. No, for sure not. For sure not. For sure not. Larry K. Appreciate the $1. Let's get it. It said, yo, Marlon, next week is Summer Game Fest on my birthday. It says, can we stream on my birthday? We'll see what day that falls on. Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake Delta, but the Master Collection looks weird. It's missing MGS Peace Walker and MGS 4 Guns of the Patriots. Well, Konami did say that they're gonna do some more remakes for Metal Gear, so maybe maybe that might fall into the category. We'll see. Oh, did you? Okay, that's what's up, McShawn. That's what's up. He says that's cool if I play as Venom. We'll see. He says that we need a mixtape before the baby drop. Oh, the baby is dropping soon, sir. So y'all will get that afterwards. Angel, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Let's get it. Appreciate you guys. Let's see if we can get over 400 likes on the show. Yes, sir. Says I'm not buying Street Fighter 6, period. I understand that. Hey, Ian says, hi, Marlon. Great show tonight. Is Summer Game Fest started on June 8th? Yep. Yeah, it's already been confirmed. Tears of the Kingdom and Spider-Man 2 are both sequels, but which one has better creativity and gonna win Game of the Year? That's the $1 million question. We don't know. We don't know. I mean, I played Tears of the Kingdom. It's definitely Game of the Year contender for sure. I haven't played Spider-Man 2 yet, but from what I'm seeing so far, it's definitely contender as well. Says, I hope next MGS remake is Peace Walker. It will be interesting to see how that's being updated. Yeah, I know. Let's hopefully they do it right, you know? Let's hopefully they do it right. Let's hopefully they do it right, guys. That's all that we can hope for at this point, because I don't know what else to say, man. I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, it's just crazy at this point. Let's see here. It says, I heard they're making PS5 Pro. Man, I could care less about PS5 Pro at this point, honestly. Zelda, Starfield, Spider-Man in that order for Game of the Year. There you go. Alan Wake 2. Oh, yeah, Alan Wake 2 looks crazy, bro. Alan Wake 2 looks crazy. Wait for Street Fighter 6 Ultra. So do you think that we'll get more Spider-Man 2 gameplay? Yes, at maybe at a state of play. Man, it's Zelda. Darren Scott, it's Zelda, bro. Of course it's going to be overrated. It's Zelda. Zelda has always been critically acclaimed and praised since the very beginning. You know, it says, I really hope that Metal Gear Solid 4 gets a remaster for PS5. That game has been overlooked so much. It's insane. Yeah, for sure. And then Starfield is a 10 out of 10. then Starfield is a 10 out of 10. You said, what if Starfield is a 10 out of 10? Then it's a 10 out of 10. I'm just saying. Then it's a 10 out of 10. It says, I agree with Marlon. Until Sony shows their hand, I want a Pro, but could care less right now. There you go. $10 out of 10 doesn't mean it's going to be a great game for you. People got to realize 10 out of 10 means the experience was 10 out of 10 for the reviewer. When you get the game in your possession, download it on Game Pass and play it, it might not be a 10 out of 10 experience for you. You see what I'm saying? So 10 out of 10 means nothing unless you play the game for yourself, right? Or you look at the gameplay for yourself. And if you look at the gameplay and that is not a 10 out of 10 experience that you're seeing, then it doesn't matter what IGN or GameSpot or anybody else have to say. I mean, don't we learn our lessons from that garbage by now? Like, who cares at this point? Let's be real, guys. Who cares, right? It's just the facts of the matter. It says I want a Pro Series X so Microsoft can continue to improve a Pro Series X. Microsoft does not need to do no Pro Series X right now. They can't even fully utilize the Series X, let alone a Pro. That would be a waste of hardware. Because Microsoft don't seem like they know how to fully utilize their hardware right now. Let's hope that they do that during the PS5. I mean, during the Series X, our Xbox showcase that we're getting. Oh, for sure. MGS4, for sure. Says I want a Pro Series X so Microsoft can continue to improve. All right, let's see here. Jedi Survivor, 10 out of 10. It says, y'all know you will, but PS5 Pro. Let's see. It says, I'm a PlayStation fan, but I wouldn't mind having a Series X. If Microsoft ever makes good games, I might buy one. Until then, I'm fine with my PS5. Exactly. So if they show up at this Xbox showcase, then you might buy one. They said their cloud server run off of consoles. With an updated console, cloud performance will get better. But I mean, the Series X is more than powerful enough. So, I mean, we don't need nothing more powerful than the Series X. You see what I'm saying? If anything, maybe give us a faster integrated SSD in the Series X Pro, right? I mean, in terms of like graphics, how much more better than Series X do you need right now? You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, guys. Ask yourselves that, right? Ask yourselves that. It says, I had somebody tell me that I can't comment on how good a game is if I don't platinum it. Oh, Lord, I'm done. I'm done with this platinum. Get that stuff out of here. That platinum nonsense. Ain't nobody got time for that. That platinum nonsense. Ain't nobody want to hear that. Ain't nobody got time for that crap. Man, whatever, bro. Y'all miss me with that platinum talk. It says, and somehow Xbox promote only Series S everywhere. Go figure. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? I'm not going to keep you guys. Thank y'all so much for the support today. Appreciate y'all for being here and everything. And yeah, hopefully next month is June 1st. And I'm hoping that we could get some major announcements from PlayStation, and Xbox can have a killer show this upcoming month of June. I think June should be that month for gamers to get excited, to get hype. And yeah, so we'll see what happens next month, which is tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Appreciate y'all, guys. Make sure y'all like the stream. subscribe to the channel. And this month was a great month for the channel. I appreciate you guys, man. Make sure we continue to crush the likes and see if we can get over 400 likes. Subscribe if you're new, guys. And I love y'all. See you guys tomorrow, June 1st, baby. We're getting so close to Summer Game Fest and the Xbox Showcase. Until next time, guys, take care.